Yeah. Did we suddenly change the music on our radio station? No.
Oh, dang it.
We're playing this because this is the soundtrack to Angelo's first date.
Yeah!
If you just tuned in for the second date, Angelo emailed us. He went out with a girl named Leah. He took her to a 90s concert, but during the concert, they got separated when he went to go grab some drinks, and she got in a fight and got kicked out.
Or so she said.
Yeah, so she says. And then she left, and they've texted a little bit, but she's obviously avoiding going on another date with him. So, Angelo, you know what I think might have happened?
What's that?
I think whoever she was standing next to when you went to go get drinks tried to start an argument that Vanilla Ice was hotter than LL Cool J.
Oh, that is.
And
those are fighting
she put the
words.
smack down, and I understand why.
Back up.
Well, I'd agree with her on that one. If she was sticking up for the right side, then that's good.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Amen, Angelo. I think this is a simple case of she's embarrassed. That's an embarrassing thing to get in a fight. No matter how much you say you like a girl that can hold her own. Like, it's not a high point in a normal female's life.
I mean, she could be embarrassed. I mean, I'm already trying to get in touch with her. At this point, she should just say, like, you know, it's okay or something. Just give me something, you know?
All right. I'm going to dial her phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone and find out what happened. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Leah, please?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Leah. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke Jubal in the Morning.
What is this?
Brooke Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Did I, win tickets to something?
No, you've already been to that show. And Angelo actually asked us to call you.
And, oh.
From the 90s concert?
Yeah. Why did he ask a radio station to call me?
Well, because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. So Angelo is wondering why you won't go out with him again.
Oh, God. It's the complicated story.
But it sounds like it.
Yeah, it does sound like it. He told us that you guys went to a 90s concert, and then when he went to go get drinks, you apparently got in some sort of scuffle and then got kicked out, and he watched a little bit of the concert by himself, and that's the last he's seen you. But you guys have texted a little bit.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I hit a skeezer and then I had to leave.
Wait, what?
A geezer?
What did you just say so nonchalantly?
Old person?
Who did you hit?
Not a geezer, a skeezer. It's like a 90s term.
Skeezer.
Geezer.
Okay, yeah, I thought you said a geezer too, and I was like, either you're trying to use like English slang that they do for some people, or you literally walked up to an old man and hit him.
I was picturing you beating somebody with a walker when you said that.
Which, still pretty cool in my book, Leah.
No, not at all.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
what do you mean? What happened with the skeezer?
Yeah, I don't really remember, but she was fronting, so I hit her.
Frontin'.
Okay, hold on. I need explanations. What's frontin' and exactly what is a skeezer?
Brooke, you should know all these terms.
Well, yeah, you don't. I mean, you're the one that uses 90s slang more than anybody else in this room. What do you mean by she was fronting? Well, like, what was she doing?
I don't really remember. I don't really want to talk about it, honestly.
So
Okay.
are you not calling him back because you're embarrassed that you hit a skeezer that was fronting on you?
Yeah, just tell him that.
Okay, so that's not the truth.
And that's
not a lot.
literally all you want us to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Leah, I don't want to say that you're lying, but I feel like there's got to be more information than that.
You could be frontin'.
Oh,
Yeah. Are you fronting? Because I won't have skeezers fronting on my face either.
Yeah, it sounds wiggity whack to me.
There you go, Brooke.
okay, when you guys say it, it just sounds dumb.
That's
I
probably
agree.
true.
I agree. But no, for real, Leah, is there anything else that you can tell us? Because honestly, it sounds like there's more to the story, but you just don't want to say.
There is.
What is it?
Okay.
It makes me look so bad. I just didn't know how to tell him. Well, so basically, when he went to get drinks, one of the people who worked at the concert came up to me and just asked if I wanted to go backstage to kick it with the performers. So I couldn't say no.
Oh, no.
Wait, so the fight was a lie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you went backstage to hang out with a 90s rapper on your date?
Well, I mean, it wasn't just one. It was multiple.
Why couldn't you?
Either way, you lied so you go backstage and hang out with the performers.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, how do you pass up that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity?
Here's the thing, though. Like, you're on a date with him. Like, to be respectful, couldn't you have said, hey, my friend's with me. Can he come too?
Sure, but, like, I've never really met him before. I don't know. I feel bad about it, which is why I haven't, like, texted him back, really.
Well, Leah, I feel bad about something, too. The fact that Angelo is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Yeah, what's up, Leah?
Oh.
What is this?
I just heard everything you said. I've been trying to get in touch with you, so I had the radio station help me out, and I just got the full story, finally.
Look, I didn't know how to tell you. I knew it made me look so bad. But, like, calling me from a radio station is like next level crazy.
What?
Okay. So you ditched him and lied to him, and he had to sit there the rest of the concert by himself, and he's the crazy one?
I mean, I was technically alone, too.
No! Leah! Dude, you can't defend that.
So let me get this straight. You go to the concert for free, because I paid for the tickets. You end up having drinks that I paid for. I go to get us more drinks, and then what? You got approached by somebody, they bring you backstage, and you get to hang out with all the bands and rappers?
Yeah, I mean, you just heard it. That's exactly what happened.
That is freaking awesome.
What?
What? Awesome.
Huh?
Are you being sarcastic?
Yeah.
Did that really happen, or are you just making that up? Because that is like stuff you see in the movies. Like, that is
What?
awesome.
Dude, she did that.
You're not pissed, Angelo?
No, I'm not pissed. I'm freaking jealous. That's like the coolest thing ever.
No
My
What?
mind is going to explode. I was ready to go off on Leah.
So you're not mad at me?
Mad at you? No, I'm jealous. Like, I want to go there. Like, do you have any of the like their numbers or anything? Like, can we get in touch with them?
You're both groupies. What the
Yeah,
heck?
look at that.
They actually did invite me to go to, like, the next city, but I could ask if you want to go.
No.
Wait, you guys are
Oh
going to...
my god, that would be wicked awesome. I'm
my
coming.
God.
If you can get me in, I'm totally coming.
Leah, would you really take him to the next show in another city?
What is happening?
I mean, yeah, I feel bad about what happened. We had a good time. I just genuinely didn't know how to tell him.
So you two are going to travel around from city to city following 90s rappers while they perform in, like, old casinos, is what you're telling me.
What is happening?
Just to one of
I am so down. I've never even met anybody that's been backstage at these things. I thought this was just like in the movies, in the TV shows. I didn't know that really happens. That's
Oh,
crazy.
man.
Wow.
So, like, Leah, did you, like, get to see the tour bus and the green room and all that?
Yeah, it was so dope.
Oh my god!
Oh my God, Leah, you're making his dreams come true. I
Yeah.
think.
You really are.
Vicariously.
I think I like you even more now. I wish you would have just told me that right away. Like, I would have stayed and hung out at the concert and thought about how much fun you're having and maybe tried to come back there after the show was done or something. Like, dang, that's so cool.
Dang it. That is cool. All right, well, Leah, would you like to go on a second date with Angelo? We will pay for it, but really there's nothing to pay for since you've already got the tickets to where you want to go.
You can pay for our gas.
Okay?
All right.
Pay for your gas.
There you
You'll go out with him again.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Oh my god.
That is amazing.
I cannot believe this.
Yeah, I can't either.
So, like, Leah, do you think it'd be cool if I brought, like, my autograph book or maybe, like, some old CDs that they could sign or something? Like, that'd be insane.
I can text the guy whose number I have and ask him, but I feel like it'll be fine, yeah.
Wow.
Whoa, dude.
So cool.
Man, you know what? This might be the most successful second date we've ever had.
Or
And
weirdest.
most shocking. I'm sorry. I mean, we've had a lot of weird stuff happen, but this was total roller coaster for me.
Roller coaster for you. This has been a roller coaster for me. First, I think I'm getting blown off and I'm getting the shaft. One phone call later, and I'm about to be hanging out with 90s bands. Like, this is
Yeah, dude. Man,
What a life.
you and Young MC and MC Hammer, maybe Vanilla Ice even.
Dude, please, you got to stop saying those names right now. I'm getting so pumped up. Please.
I love you too.
Yeah.
You know, when people go out on a date and meet their soulmate, sometimes they bond over things like their love of pets or their love for the outdoors, or their love for the really rare cuts from an old MC Hammer album.
Wow.
That's what happened to Angelo when he went out on his first date. Apparently they went to some kind of 90s concert or something. Angelo, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How you guys doing?
What up, Angelo?
Pretty good, man.
Are you like a crazy MC Hammer fan?
I like any kind of old, 90s rap or any kind of old 90s music in general. I'm a big fan.
Okay, cool, man.
Okay. So your email said that you took the girl you went out with to a 90s concert. Before we get to that, how did you meet her?
We met on a dating site.
What's her name?
Her name's Leah.
Leah. All right. And when did you guys finally go out? Did you guys chat back and forth for a long time, or was it quick?
No, we chatted back and forth maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Okay. And what struck you about her?
I mean, she just likes a lot of the same things I liked. She liked that old kind of music too. She was pretty, very pretty, which definitely helps.
Was she, current day pretty or 90s pretty?
No, she's current day pretty. Current day, yeah, definitely. But yeah, we were talking online, and she had me laughing, and she just had a good personality, and we just hit it off.
So you were feeling positive, obviously, going into this date.
When you meet somebody online, you really never know what you're getting, but I was excited. I had my guard up. I was cautious, but, she seemed all right, so I said, let's go for it.
Okay.
So what was that like the first time you saw her?
Oh, it was cool. I mean, she looked exactly like she did online.
Good.
Very, very cute. Curves in all the right places. Just
Curves in all the right places. I didn't know you were a forehead curve man, Angelo. Nice to meet another one.
No, that's not really what I meant.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. Never mind. Well, you obviously liked her, and do you know how she felt when she saw you? Like, she looked like she was interested, or say anything like, "Ooh, sexy Angelo, so happy I met you in person."
That would be amazing if she did.
I mean, I think she liked me. She said that I looked like a young, bald version of Jimmy Fallon.
That is an interesting description. Usually you would go old bald, not young bald.
Yeah.
But cool. Were you
Yeah, I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but maybe maybe that's something she's always wanted, to see Jimmy Fallon with no hair.
Well, Jimmy Fallon is like a really funny guy, very successful, so I took it like a compliment.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Jimmy
So-
Fallon already looks like he's like 23, so you must look like you're 12.
Yeah. So if you look like a bald Jimmy Fallon and she seemed to like you, why do you think she's not calling you back?
That's what I don't know. I don't know why she's not calling me back. We got separated at the concert, and I just
Ooh.
can't get in touch with her.
How do you get separated from your date at a concert?
It started off, we were together, the show started, we're having fun. I went to go get another round of drinks,
Uh-huh.
and when I came back, she was MIA. She was just gone.
Oh. That doesn't
Oh,
sound
wow.
like separated. That sounds like she left.
No, they could have gotten separated.
Did you see her
Well, if you
again?
couldn't find her at all, did she text you or anything that night?
Well, I was looking all over. I was looking in the bathroom. I was asking women that were going into the bathroom, hey, is there a girl with a blue
Yeah.
dress
Oh,
in there,
thank
blah, blah,
God.
blah.
Glad you weren't just walking in there looking in stalls, okay?
No, but 15 minutes later, I get a text, and she said, I got into a scuffle and got tossed out of the venue.
Whoa, she's a scrapper.
Wait, she got thrown out of a 90s music
For
concert?
fighting?
That's what she said.
Did you-
Oh.
Wow. I like her even more now.
Yeah. Well, I texted her back. I said, I can meet you outside.
Uh-huh.
If you want me to come out there, I can meet you outside. And she said, I got a text back. It just said, sorry, already got a cab home. Just stay and enjoy the show.
Did you get any more
Oh.
details about the fight? Like, I want to know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear anything back. So I stayed for a little bit to enjoy the concert, but, 90s rap concert isn't the same when you're by yourself.
Yeah.
That's what they always say, yeah.
Yeah. I could see
So-
that.
You haven't heard anything from her other than her saying, no, I got a cab home. That's it.
Well, I tried to text her, but her texts are very short. It's just things like she's busy and I'm trying to meet up with her and she's just not really responding very positively. She's just very short and for every 3 texts I send her, she might send me 1. But
Huh.
Do you think she ditched you on purpose and made the story up?
Well, you think it could be a lie?
well, that's what I'm wondering. That's why I'm calling you guys to see if maybe you guys could help me out with it or something.
That'd be a pretty bold lie. Like, yeah, I would go
Yeah.
with like friend emergency or I don't feel good before
just-
I got into a fight.
Or I'm just not working out and I left or
Yeah.
something.
Well, she could also not like you and then want to make herself seem a little more crazy. So she's like, yeah, I was fighting people and they kicked me out. So you're like, oh, whoa. You know?
Old strategy.
Well, if that's her strategy, it definitely backfired because I like a girl that could hold her own in a fight.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and then get your second date, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, man, hang on. Date.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I'm not sure how old the dude is who's calling in for a second date update today, but judging from his email, he's just a little guy. Because it
What?
looks like his mom set him up on a play date. And that's where he met the girl that he wants to call today. His name is Avery. Avery, you there, big guy?
Hey, I'm not a little guy.
Okay. Are you a 6-year-old with a really mature voice or are you older than that?
I'm 27.
Oh,
You're,
27.
you're 27.
Yeah.
Avery, your email made it sound like your mom set you up on a play date because you said that your mom actually set this whole thing up with her mom?
Yeah, that's what happened. My mom's just a little crazy. She kind of just makes decisions for me without even asking me.
Oh, man. She sounds like a walk in the park. And do you usually go along with these ideas, or is this one of the first times that it actually worked out for you?
I've never done anything like this before, but she's my mom, so I've kind of agreed to it, yeah.
So did her mom and your mom talk, and that's how you went out with this girl?
Yeah, they know each other through some book club or something that they're actively involved in, and they kind of just try to hook us up on a date, so that's what happened.
That's kind of cute. I mean, it could work out great. Who knows you best? Your mom, right?
That's right.
So what's the girl's name, Avery?
Her name is Rebecca.
Okay.
Okay.
And was it a true blind date, like where you guys met at a restaurant?
Yeah, well, I kind of stalked her on social media a little bit before.
Okay.
Oh.
So you saw her picture and you thought, I can do this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's good.
So I agreed to go on the date, and we met for dinner. But, it was kind of weird at first.
Okay.
Okay, and why was it weird?
Well, I mean, she's pretty and all. I mean, she's really hot, but her hair just wasn't what I thought it would be.
Her hair?
Yeah.
What do you mean it wasn't what were your expectations of her hair?
Well, like I said, I looked her up on social media,
Uh-huh.
and her hair in the picture, her hair was wavy.
Okay.
But when we met, her hair was straight.
Whoa. Girls have magic things that they can do to themselves, Avery.
No, for real, guys. It weirded me out. I mean, I was prepared for wavy, and then it was straight.
Uh-huh. Are you screwing with us right now, Avery?
No, I'm being serious. And it's not that I have a preference for straight hair or wavy hair. I was just imagining wavy hair. So I was like, whoa, and just really caught off guard.
You're a liar.
Yeah. Wow. I
That
bet.
sounds like she's a wild card, dude. Are you sure you want to try to continue a relationship with her?
Yeah, I mean, well, the date ended up going really well. I might have stared at her hair just a little bit because, like I said, it's weirded out.
Yeah.
But we got to talking at dinner, and we just found out that we're both a lot alike in a lot of ways.
Yeah, except she's a liar when it comes to hair, and you're not.
What did you guys have in common, Avery?
Well, we both ordered the same meal, so that means we have the same taste in food.
Oh,
Hey.
man. You both like soup?
Yep. Found out that we both like reggae.
Awesome.
Okay.
That actually shocks me about you.
Yeah, I don't picture you as a big reggae guy, Avery. I don't know why.
No, I totally love it. The offbeats, the bounce chicka wow, like that stuff's awesome.
Okay?
You like,
Nice.
I mean, it's just an awesome form of music. It's totally different.
Yeah.
Hey, I think that's cool, Avery.
Hey, I love reggae.
At the end of the night, I invited her over to my place to hang out.
And did she say yes?
Oh yeah.
She did. Oh, so she was actually having a good time too. I was doubting it.
Yeah, I think she was having a good time. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
How did that go back at your house?
Listen to a little reggae music back there, maybe curl her hair so it looked normal.
No, just waves. Don't go all the way to curly.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
We did listen to some reggae back at my place, but no, I didn't touch her hair. I left it nice and straight, even though everything in me wanted to make it curly. I left it alone. I didn't touch her hair that much.
Good.
So
Okay,
wait, was this
and-
like a night back at your house, or did you guys just have a couple drinks?
we ended up hanging out, sitting on my bed, and making out a little bit, but nothing more than that.
Oh, nice. Okay, so it sounds like she liked you back.
Yeah, I think so.
God, I bet that's not what your mom had in mind when she set you up. Make-out sessions.
I bet she didn't.
I bet not, Avery, you animal.
Yeah, that's right. But I don't know why she's not calling me back. I've been trying to get in touch with her. You know, I tried texting her a few times. I called her once, checked in with her on social media. I asked my mom to talk to her mom since they're like pals or whatever. And she didn't say anything. She had no intel for me. So I don't really know what happened. I don't know what to do. I don't know if it was something that I did.
Do you believe your mom, or do you think she's lying to you to save your feelings?
Nah, my mom wouldn't lie to me.
Okay. Was there anything weird that happened that you can think of that would have turned her off? I mean, she made out with you at your place.
I really don't know, unless she was picturing my hair being differently, too. That could...
Maybe that's it. Well, hopefully that's the problem, and then we can get her on the phone and clear all that up for you, Avery. We're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, today is a big one. One of the craziest things we've ever heard happen on a first date before, ever.
Oh, no.
What?
Avery is on the phone to do a second date update. He got hooked up with a girl because their mothers know each other. His mom knows her mom, and they said that they should go out on a date. They did have a fun time, but the biggest shocker for Avery, when she showed up, her hair was different. Yeah.
I mean,
Talk about a bomb being dropped. Apparently, when he saw pictures of her, her hair was wavy, but when she showed up for the date, her hair was straight. And that made Avery feel a little uncomfortable, but he says that they recovered, had a nice night, even went back to his place and made out a little bit, but now she's not calling him back. Avery, are you ready to get your second date update?
I'm ready.
okay, and looking into the future right now, Avery, if you were to get a second date and say she cut her hair, I mean, is that something you're also mentally prepared for?
Well, it might take a little bit of time, but I really like her, and I think that's all that matters.
Wow, you're a bigger man than most, Avery.
Yeah, salute to you.
All right, Avery. Well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now, okay?
All right.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Rebecca, please?
this is she.
Hey, Rebecca, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, hi. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. You have any idea why I'm calling?
I honestly don't even know who you are.
Okay.
It's very honest.
I'll explain the whole thing. My name is Jubal, and I host the show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. That's Brooke over there,
Hi.
Hello.
and that's Jose over there.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
You sound very
The
lovely.
reason that we're calling you today is that one of our listeners emailed us about you.
About me.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a guy that you went out on a date with. He says that you guys had a great time, but now you're not calling him back, and he's very confused. Do you have any idea who I might be talking about?
Oh, God. Avery?
Yes. Congratulations. You got it right.
Okay.
We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So Avery emailed us because he's confused. He thought your date was great, but now you're not responding to any of his messages.
Yeah, you're right. I am not responding to any of his messages.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, from his description, it sounded like you were really into the date.
I mean, it was fun. I had a nice time, but he's probably a little too much for my taste, and I just don't think that it's a good idea to continue.
Huh.
Okay. Well, I don't know how he could be too much for your date. Can I tell you what he told us about your date?
Sure.
So he said that you guys got set up because your moms know each other?
Uh-huh.
Right. And then he said that you met up, you had a good time, you even went back to his place and made out on his bed.
Yeah, we did.
Sounds real enjoyable when you say it like that.
Yeah. Is that what you mean too much? Like, do you not move that fast normally or something?
Well, not necessarily that. A couple of things became apparent that are kind of red flags for me, and I just felt like I was finished at that point.
He was a horrible kisser, wasn't he?
Well, he wasn't my favorite kisser that I've had, but he wasn't the worst.
Oh, well, that's always the review that guys want after you make out with them. You're not the worst.
Was his place like disgusting?
No, I just don't need to get him in trouble. He seems like a nice enough guy.
In trouble with what?
Just the lifestyle that he lives is a little too intense for me, and I'm
Wait,
you know,
we're talking about the same Avery, right?
yeah.
I was shocked that he liked reggae.
That was kind of the shocker for me too. Like I also enjoy reggae, but like I wasn't necessarily expecting that, so that kind of brought my guard down, and I thought that, you know, maybe we did have a lot in common, and you know, when we went back to his place, I was kind of into it, but that's not really enough to keep a connection alive, I guess. I don't know.
So
what happened?
What was it?
Do I have to tell you? I don't know.
Yes.
Well, we'd appreciate it, and so would he. He really wants to know.
And he's like not going to get in trouble if it's anything weird.
I don't.
Well,
with the law,
it depends on how weird it is. I mean, I'm sure the authorities could get involved if they need to. I don't know
Is there like a
what you're
body?
even talking about.
Well, just basically, like, long story short, we were having a really nice date. We went back to his place. He turned on some reggae. We were making out a little bit. And then all of a sudden he stops me and he says, "Why don't we kick this party up to the next level?"
Whoa!
Wait, what?
What does that mean?
So he pulls this box from underneath his bed and he opens it, and it's just drug paraphernalia in it.
What? Like what?
I know. Well, like, you know, like there's some weed and some other stuff. So he offers me, you know, he says, "Do you want to have some fun?" And I said, "No, I'm good. I'll pass." And he says, "Fine. I'm going to have all the fun myself then, I guess." And he puts a pill on his tongue and turns on a strobe light.
Shut up.
Oh my god!
And like all of a sudden the date turns into this rave, and I was just I was not on board. And he says, "You know, let's go crazy." And then he stands up on his bed and starts dancing and like gyrating.
We're talking about the same Avery.
Yes.
Rebecca, what are you doing? How could you say that stuff on air, on the radio?
Wait. What's going on?
Oh, that's Avery. He's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Rebecca, our moms are going to hear this.
Oh, moms!
I forgot about the moms.
You've been listening the whole time.
Yes, I've been listening to everything. I didn't know that was an issue.
How could it not be an issue, Avery?
You said you liked reggae. You said you were into the culture. We were on the same page. I thought you
Oh
did
my God, the
good
movement and the historical significance of it, not the drug culture.
stuff. But that comes with it.
No, it doesn't.
No. Listen, man, you started out so nice and so very different than you were back at your house. Like you were so calm, and it was even almost awkward. And then you get back home and it's just a nonstop party all the time. Like, what is that?
Well, that's the me when I'm in public. But, you know, when I'm in my home, in my den, I mean, that's my safe space.
He invited you into a safe space.
I don't even know what to say to that, Avery. Like, this is like our first date. This is the impression.
Well, I thought you were cool with it. I thought it would be okay and be kind of fun. I didn't know he was going to tattletale on me and rat me out.
Rat me out.
I mean, Avery, you didn't even like gauge how I felt about that kind of thing. You just went to town. Like, how am I supposed to?
Well, it's because I like you. I thought we had a lot in common. Hey, if you don't want to have fun with me, I get it. It is what it is. Maybe the next time I go out with somebody, they'll actually have the same hair that's in their photos.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What photos?
Your hair is totally different from what you have on Facebook.
I've literally had the same haircut for like 4 years. What are you talking about?
Saw the pictures, your hair's wavy, but you showed up to the date and your hair was totally straight.
Are you kidding me? You showed up to the date like a clean-cut, nice dude, and then took me back to your drug den and turned on a strobe light.
Good point, Rebecca.
Best point ever.
Hey, Rebecca, would you like to go out with Avery again on a second date? We will pay for it.
You know, I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe he can use those funds to take somebody else into his den and have a great, wonderful night.
Oh my God, den sounds so creepy every time you say it.
Well, I guess I'll just have to find somebody else to party with.
No, Avery, say no to drugs, for God's sake.
Rebecca, you didn't tell my mom, did you?
No, I've never even met your mother.
You didn't tell your mom either, right?
I just told her that it wasn't a good fit.
Oh.
Ooh.
Whoa, man, dodged a bullet, Avery. I'm sorry you didn't get a date, but you can still live to party on.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Napa know-how. Right now, you can get a $20 prepaid Visa gift card by mail with the purchase of a Napa Legend Premium Battery. Its superior durability, capacity, and power make it the obvious choice for people who hate getting stranded by a dead car battery. So pretty much everyone. The Napa Legend Premium Battery and $20 back. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer ends 2/28/18.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know, a lot of women will tell you that they think a sexy job is a firefighter or maybe a pilot, something like that. But we all know what women really want is a dude that cuts fabric at your local craft store. That is a hot job.
Last time I was at the craft store and every other time before, it's always been like a 65-year-old woman that's done that for me.
Well, you're going to the wrong craft stores
Apparently.
because there are some hot dudes working at the craft stores. And Denise knows that because that's where she met the dude she wants to call today for a second date update. What's up, Denise?
Hi.
God, you're a maniac, Denise, rolling out to the craft store hitting on men.
Well, it didn't go down exactly like that.
Okay, how did it go down?
Well, I had to make a return, and I didn't know if they would accept it because I had bought it at a different store. So I called, and the guy who I spoke to was really nice.
Wait, so you didn't even see this guy in person? You just called him on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I talked to him, and he was really nice. And, we ended up discovering that we both went to the same high school.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. How long were you on the phone with the guy from the craft store about returning some fabric?
It wasn't that long. It was probably longer than a normal conversation, but it wasn't that long.
Did you guys know each other in high school? Did you realize that?
No, I guess we went at different times.
Okay. A lot in common with this craft store fella. Did you ask him out on a date right then, or?
No, I didn't. So, we got off the phone, and then I ended up going right in, in the next hour, and, he was working, and I saw him, and he was really cute.
Which was
oh, man.
Shocking. Were you shocked by that? You were a little shocked.
I was a little shocked. I was, because I feel like normally it's a 65-year-old lady who's working at the craft store. So
Right.
it was surprising.
Okay, and who asked who out? Did you ask him out or did he ask you out?
We just exchanged numbers and agreed to go out later that night.
Ooh. You and craft store boy are moving quick.
Yeah.
What's his name, by the way, so I don't have to call him that?
His name is Russell.
Russell.
Okay.
Okay.
He probably goes by craft store boy in all of the circles that he runs in, so probably not a big deal. What'd you and Russell do?
We just went to a taqueria and got margaritas and tacos.
Nice.
And how was it?
It was really fun.
Cool.
We both talked about how much we dig a bunch of different TV shows. And there's one that I really want to see, and I feel like people have talked about it. And he was like, oh, my gosh, me too. Is it? And then, I said Dexter as he was saying it, and we were like, what?
that?
That's like the most romantic thing I've ever heard. That's a show about a serial killer. So you guys bonded over your interest in a serial killer. That's very romantic.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that romantic, but it was cool. We both wanted to see the same show.
Okay, that's an easy segue into so we should hang out and see the show together. Did that happen?
So it's funny that you say that because that's exactly what happened next. He asked me over to his apartment to watch Dexter.
Oh, wait, that same night?
Yeah, it was the same night that I talked to him on the phone and then made the return and then eating tacos and drinking margaritas. I'm going over to his apartment and we're watching Dexter. It sounds like I've known him for a month, but it's been just one day.
Yeah, you guys have spent more quality time together than a lot of couples already.
Yeah, cool.
And you didn't feel like it was a ploy just to get you back to the house?
Oh, no, like I totally did, but I was absolutely fine with that.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, you guys are on the same page there, too. Wow.
Yeah.
How did the rest of the evening go?
So we got there and we started watching the show, and it was really good. And before we knew it, it had been, I think we binge watched it for like 3 hours, and nothing happened. We literally watched the show for 3 hours.
That was it?
Yeah, and then what?
Then I was like, oh, it's really, really late. I need to go. And so he walked me to the door and he gave me a hug and I left. And like we agreed we would talk later. But that was it. Nothing like no kissing or anything like that.
Wow, that's weird. He actually just wanted to watch the show that you guys talked about.
Yeah, I guess. Or maybe he was really into it. I mean, it is really good. It's not like I was sitting there waiting for something to happen. I guess it's just thinking about it. I'm like, that's a little weird.
And you're sure he's interested in you and in women?
I think so. I think we hit it off. I mean, he seemed to be not creepy flirty, but like flirty enough to where it was like, oh, he seems interested in me.
Okay.
And, he asked me to his house. And
How many times have you guys talked since then?
so here's the weird thing. We texted a lot and we talked on the phone a couple times and then it just kind of fizzled out. And I don't know why.
Weird. Well, these craft store employees, they're players. So he's, probably got a ton of girls coming in there making returns. I mean, yeah, he spent a lot of time at the retirement home. You know how it goes.
You guys joke, but if you're a cute boy in a craft store, I'm just telling you, you've got elementary ed school teachers everywhere. And there's a lot of cute single ones.
I hope that's not the case because I want the craft store boy for myself.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him and get your second date update, okay?
Thank you.
Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Denise is on the phone and she met a guy named Russell, and their first date had all of the makings that a long-lasting relationship needs. It had tacos, a mutual love for arts and crafts, and an insane serial killer. It's really all you need to make a relationship work, and they had everything. So now she's confused why the dude isn't calling her back. They met at a craft store. He actually works there, and they agreed to go out for tacos. They went out for tacos, and after that, they went to go watch Dexter at his place because they were talking about it during the date. But since then, the conversation has kind of trailed off, and now she hasn't heard from him in a while. So we're about to get him on the phone and find out what happened. Are you ready, Denise?
Okay, thanks.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Russell, please?
Yeah, this is Russell.
Russell, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Why are you calling me?
Because I want to talk to you about something.
Are you hitting on me? Like what? Why is there...
You never know,
No,
Russell.
yeah. No, I'm not, but I am interested in craft store employees, so maybe someday, Russell.
You know I work at the craft store? Like what is this phone call?
We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So we recently got an email about you from a girl named Denise.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Denise emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone because apparently you've stopped talking to her.
Of course I did.
What do you mean,
Of
of course
you
you
did.
did? It sounds like you guys spent a lot of time together.
Yeah, I don't know what you would define as a long time. I mean, we hung out one day, like one night.
Okay, she told us that, but I just meant like a lot of time in that one day.
honestly, how much do you know? Like, why would you be? I don't understand this phone call.
Well, we know kind of a lot about your date because Denise emailed us, like I said, and we talked to her about it. And she said that she met you because you work at a craft store that she goes to. And you guys went out for tacos, and then we're talking about Dexter, and then you went back to your place to watch some of the show.
I was honestly shocked that you guys could watch 3 hours of any show after margaritas, and neither one of you made any sort of move on each other.
Wow, yeah. She did tell you a lot, didn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did.
She told us all about your evening, and that's why she's confused. Like, why'd you stop talking to her?
I stopped talking to her because she's got to respect me.
What?
How is she not respectful?
You know what? I'd rather this just go away. I don't want to talk to her again, and we could just move on from this.
Whoa.
Well, can you give us anything? Because she's really confused. I just want to be able to tell her something.
And I mean, if she did something to like disrespect you, she doesn't know she did it.
She did. She did. Did she tell you how she finished the entire first season of Dexter without me?
No.
Well, she did. And that was supposed to be our thing. So obviously she doesn't respect me now, does she?
Wait, that's what you're upset about? Like, that's her disrespect, is her finishing the season of Dexter?
You're acting like it's not a big deal. We spend 3 hours getting into this series. This is what we bonded over. She takes off, and then she tells me a few days later that she finished the whole season without me. Yeah, that's a big deal.
Apparently, you sound really upset by this.
Yeah, because this is more than just a TV show. This is what we bonded over, all right? So it does, yeah, it kind of hurts.
What was your reaction to her when she told you that she finished the season?
She texted that to me, and to be honest, I was a little shocked. I wouldn't even say a little shocked. I was a lot of shocked, all right? To finish the whole season, I didn't even want to respond to her. I had to cool off. I had to take a few hours.
Wow.
Huh.
You guys are acting like this is no big deal. This is a big f***ing deal, dude.
I can tell that this is very important to you. And that's why I want to tell you that she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Hey, Russell.
You've been on the phone the whole time?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you have time to be on the phone. I figured you're up to seasons 2, 3, and 4 by now.
Oh, my God.
I thought this was going to be our thing. I thought this was the start to our relationship. Hey, let's watch the show together. But I guess you had other plans.
Russell, we've never even kissed. We hung out for one day, and you're talking about the start of a relationship? Like, we hung out one time. We hugged. I don't think I've betrayed you here. I thought we just had a good time.
Yeah, we did have a good time. And then you had to go and finish season 1.
I mean, okay, aside from that being a little crazy, it's kind of sweet that he wanted this to be your thing.
Yeah, oh, totally. I agree. I think that's really sweet. But, like, to just decide that, like, oh, this is really offensive and I'm just going to ghost right now because I watched the rest of Dexter is kind of a little insane. Like, I will absolutely go and watch all those episodes with you again, for sure. I had no idea that you were, like, this intense about we're watching it together.
I told you when it was done, that was the best first 3 episodes of my life. Did that not clue you in on how I would want to continue them with you? I mean, this is just a foreshadowing what our relationship would be, is that we would start something and you'd finish it without me.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Thought you were exaggerating when you said that. And also, again, we're not dating.
I'm
When did
aware we're
marriage
not.
come into
I'm
the
aware we're
picture?
not dating, because if we were dating, you wouldn't have finished the season without me. You did. You don't respect me. You don't respect the TV
Oh
shows
my
that we
God.
bonded over.
Are you being serious right now, or is this just
I'm
like a giant
110%
joke?
serious. This is why I haven't texted you back.
Oh.
You only care about yourself.
You're right. It goes so much deeper than just a TV show there, Russell.
Exactly. Thanks for understanding my position on this.
No problem.
Okay, while I do think that, Russell, you're being like way over dramatic, he does bring up one point. I mean, if you commit to a TV show with someone,
Totally.
you finish it with someone.
I agree.
Okay, Absolutely. And had we agreed, I would understand where he's coming from. But since we didn't talk about it at all, he hugged me at the door and we said, hope we hang out soon. I didn't think I was disrespecting him or cheating on him by watching some episodes the next morning.
Cheating?
You watched it the next morning? All right, let's go watch Game of Thrones or some Don't watch the thing we just started the next morning. That's crazy.
Principles.
Oh, my God.
You know how bad I wanted to watch Dexter, but I didn't? I was going to wait for you. In fact, the second you left, I was going to start the 4th episode. But no, I was into you. I respect you. Let's wait, watch Dexter together. Nope, you just decide, I'm going to get some shut-eye, wake up, Russell, I'm going to start episode 4.
Oh, my God.
No.
You are a crazy person.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
I can tell you're fired up, Russell, but I have to ask, would you like to go on a second date with Denise? We will pay for it.
No, I don't have time. I have to catch up on Dexter.
Oh, man.
I have a feeling that, Denise, you may be over it, too.
Yeah, I think I'm over it, dude. I can't believe I even like you. You sound like the total opposite of anything that I would like, which is stable.
You know what? I don't need you. I don't need people that are cheaters in my life.
Wow. He is really low-key.
It's important to him.
Yeah. Russell, I really hope you never meet anybody and start Breaking Bad with them.
Yeah, right?
I hope you never meet anyone because that's going to be the craziest, most toxic relationship in the entire world. And that's going to be before you guys even communicate with words.
Spoiler alert, I need to leave.
Oh, my God.
Is that all? I'm done here.
Yes, that's all, Russell. The episode is finished, and I'm glad we could all share it together.
Yeah, good for you, smart. Rub it in. I hope a girl never does that to you.
I hope so, too. And Denise, I hope you learned a valuable lesson today.
Absolutely. Don't date psychopaths.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Man, people take their TV watching very seriously.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Text in at 78592. It says, I had an ex that watched episodes of Park and Rec ahead of where we were at, and it was like a stab through the heart.
It is.
If you don't know what I'm talking about today's second date update. This dude, Russell, got a call from Denise. They went out together, and he wasn't calling her back. On their date, they ended up watching Dexter together, and they really enjoyed it. So she went home and watched a few episodes on her own and told him about it. And he stopped talking to her and didn't want to see her again because she was a liar and a cheater. And how dare she watch more episodes without him? He was pissed. And everybody texting in right now at 78592 is pretty much on his side.
Of course.
Yeah, okay. I understand being upset, right? It's caused fights in my relationship even before. But to not go out with someone again over it, that seems extreme
I
to me.
refuse to watch anything with my girlfriend for the same reason. You go ahead a couple episodes, I'm like, okay, I will never start anything with you ever again. But you're right, it's not like I'm never going to see her again. I just don't watch TV with her anymore. You're doing the smart thing. You're not watching TV with her, and you're not watching, because if she did watch an episode ahead of you, you'd probably end up breaking up with her at some point. Somebody texted in at 78592 and says, I kind of get it. I've been dying to watch the new episode of Game of Thrones, but that's my girlfriend's show, and if she finds out, she'll kill me.
Well,
And there's lots of people texting in at 78592 saying they would kill somebody for watching episodes ahead of them.
Did you see the text that says, my husband didn't talk to me for 3 days because I watched an episode of Arrow without him? It was super offensive to him, too, apparently.
Yeah, apparently that's the worst thing you can do in a relationship. It's
3
like,
days of the silent treatment?
Hey, I feel it, honestly.
I would rather you go out and have an affair. A super emotional one where you spent the whole time talking about how terrible I was as a person and that's why you're cheating on me, then watch one episode of Dexter without me.
Oh my God.
That is ridiculous.
Can you imagine
the disrespect?
if you actually did a spoiler to him? Like if you gave him
man.
something that happened later in the season?
So they decided not to go out again. He did not want to talk to her anymore, and she was like, you're crazy because you're this upset about me watching Dexter ahead of time, and she didn't want to go out with him. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back, and hopefully it's not as bad as what just happened. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5.
Napa Know How.
Right now, you can get a $20 prepaid Visa gift card by mail with the purchase of a Napa Legend Premium Battery. Its superior durability, capacity, and power make it the obvious choice for people who hate getting stranded by a dead car battery. So pretty much everyone. The Napa Legend Premium Battery and $20 back. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer ends 2/28/18.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know, some people say you should never date your friends, and other people say you should always date your friends.
Okay.
All I know is you should definitely wear your friends' underwear when they're not around. That's the only thing I know about friend relationships.
That's not a good thing.
Other than that,
Makes
I'm kind of
sense.
lost when it comes to friends and relationships.
Yeah.
But we're going to learn a little bit from Lisa, who's on the phone right now, because apparently she wants to do a second date update with a friend of hers.
Oh, really?
Is that right, Lisa?
That's right.
Are you currently wearing his underwear?
No.
Okay.
Well, then you're not good enough friends to even really call yourself friends. So, yeah, your email was a bit confusing. So you went on a date with your friend?
Well, okay, so we have this circle of friends, and we just kind of met a new guy, and he just recently joined. We've been hanging out for probably about a year, and I don't know, I've just kind of had a crush on him, like, since the day I saw him.
Okay.
His name's Emilio.
Emilio.
He's really cool, and we all get along really well, you know, and so I just kind of decided that I wanted to ask him out.
So did he know immediately that you were asking him out on a date, or did he think it was just friendly?
Backstory, we always do a Friendsgiving, and we come over, everybody brings something, and we do this big party. Well, I figured because it was going to be his first Friendsgiving, why don't we go and have like a drink first, just he and I, and it could be kind of a date, and we could go to the party together, and not everybody would need to know or anything, but he and I would know.
Okay, so it's like a secret date.
Yeah, it's kind of to just like see how it felt.
And did it feel good?
Why do you say it like that?
It was just a drink, Jubal.
How did it feel?
Yeah, but she wanted to see how it felt, so I'm just wondering, how did it feel?
Like test the waters.
I'm blushing so hard right now. Oh my God.
So it felt good if you're blushing. No, but I think that that's a really smart idea, because then you don't have the pressure of your friends also pushing a relationship on you if you guys find out that you don't actually click.
Exactly. And I was like, I went back and forth on it for a couple of days. But I finally gave him a call, and I was like, yo, what do you feel about this? And he was like, yeah, sure, let's go have a drink. So we did, and it turned out great. Like, we had great conversation, and we didn't need the other people around us, you know, to have that conversation.
All right, and did it feel like a date the whole time, or was it just like two friends hanging out until you meet up with your other friends?
Well, at first it kind of felt like the latter, the two friends, but then he totally, like, ordered my drink for me when he found out what I was getting, and he paid. Like, it was a date. It was, I don't know, it felt like a date to me.
Was there any outright flirting that was going on?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was definitely some, like, flirting or anything, but no, like, kiss or anything yet. You know, it was very, he was a gentleman.
All right, you wanted to wait until you got to your Friendsgiving party so you guys could just start making out at the table and confuse everybody.
All over the pumpkin pie.
Yeah,
You know?
and just have the rest of your friends like, what just happened?
We wanted to put on a show.
Yeah.
So fast forward, the date went great. We got to Thanksgiving, and everything seemed to be fine. You know, nobody really knew. It wasn't anything that was super obvious. But the issue happened, like, when dinner was actually being served.
Oh, there's an issue?
Yes. There is an issue, unfortunately. We were all sitting at dinner, and I guess some political crap was being talked about.
Oh,
I don't really know. It was kind of on the other side of me. But I guess it really upset Emilio, and one of our other friends, they were, like, fighting and arguing, and all of a sudden they both, like, stood up from their chairs and were getting very puffed up, you know, like guys do, where they're like, ah.
So wait, this is Emilio and then one of your friends that was at the table
Yeah,
that are now,
it's
like,
one of our friends.
getting
Sounds
ready
like
to
an
brawl?
awesome Friendsgiving.
they look like they're about to beat the crap out of each other. And I'm sitting there like, whoa, what happened? Emilio, are you okay? And everyone's trying to just calm everybody down because no one's like blaming anybody. It's just a conversation that went awry.
So what happened?
Did they fight?
Well, they start yelling, and our other friend starts to like rear back to hit him in the face.
Whoa.
And then one of the friends catches him, and Emilio just like leaves. He just rushes off. He's like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. This is ridiculous. And he just leaves. And he won't return my calls. I've been trying to text and call, and I thought we had a good time. And I don't know if he's just embarrassed from what happened because he's like the new friend, or if there's something wrong with me. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, even if something like that happened and you guys were cool, you'd still think he'd respond to you.
Right? Like maybe we could gossip about our crazy friend. I don't know.
And he hasn't said a word to you?
He hasn't. And I've sent him like text messages like, hey man, I'm so sorry about what happened. Do you want to talk? And I've even called and left messages. And my last message was basically, hey, I'm here if you need me. Things got heated. It'll blow over. And then nothing still.
Wow. And have you heard from your circle of friends?
He hasn't talked to anybody. Like everybody, we have this group message,
right.
And everyone's kind of like, question mark, Emilio. And the other guy, his name was Rob. They're all like, Rob's taking a few days to himself. So I don't...
It's always a Rob that starts a fight, isn't
Right,
it?
it's always Rob.
Oh, Rob.
But I'm just so confused, and I'm so hesitant, and I just feel awkward.
Okay. Well, we'll help you out and make it even more awkward. We'll play a song, and then we'll come back and get your second date update, all right?
Thank you.
Yep, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know, Lisa, if you didn't have friends, none of this would have happened.
I know. I tell myself that every day.
I think this whole thing is your fault. No friends. You don't have to worry about other people. It's great. Trust me. Try it out. Anyway, unfortunately, you do have friends, and now you're on the phone for a second date update. If you're just joining us, Lisa wants to call her friend Emilio. They actually have been friends for a while. He's in the same friend group as her. And before a Friendsgiving event, they decided to get together early, just the two of them, and have a drink as a date to see how it went. And apparently everything went great. But then they went to the Friendsgiving, and this dude Emilio ended up almost getting in a fight with another dude over some political argument, and then stormed out, and she hasn't talked to him since. So we're about to call him and find out, one, if he likes Lisa, and two, if he's ever going to be back in that friend group again.
And just to be clear, like, none of your other friends are pissed at Emilio or Rob, right? Everybody understands
No, they just thought that, politics are crazy right now, and people get in arguments, and everything's cooled down. Like, Rob's fine. Again, he's just kind of taking a Rob sabbatical is what we call it.
Rob-batical?
A Rob-batical. I like that. So he's off for 3 days, kind of being by himself. And so everybody's fine, but I just can't get Emilio to answer back.
Weird. Okay. Well, I'm going to call him right now and see if he'll pick up our phone and then find out if he enjoyed your date or not.
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Emilio?
Yeah, this is Emilio. Who's this?
Hey, Emilio, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay, what's that?
It's a radio show.
Okay.
I take it you're a daily listener.
Mm-hmm. Huge fan. He sounds
avid. Super fan.
No, sorry.
No.
What is this about?
Emilio, I'm calling you because we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. Have you ever heard anything like that before?
No.
Okay, well, I'll explain. What it is if you go on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what went wrong. So we actually got an email about you into the show.
About me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it from?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah?
Yeah, thought
It's
so.
like, uh-huh.
Well, if you give me your credit card number,
What?
4 easy payments, I can tell you who emailed the show.
Emilio, don't listen to him.
He's kidding.
Okay. No, I'm not going to give my credit card number, but, seriously, who are you talking about?
It was worth a shot. I'm talking about Lisa.
Lisa, like Lisa?
I don't know if that's her last name. But Lisa, who you probably know pretty well, she's a friend of yours, and you guys actually went on like a little date before your Friendsgiving.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Is her last name Lisa? Is it Lisa?
No, Jubal.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she emailed us. She told us about your date and said that she had a great time with you, and then also told us about what happened at your Friendsgiving, how you almost got in a fight with another dude and stormed off.
Yeah, the whole thing was kind of awkward.
But
That sounds like it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think she really cares about that, though. I mean, she knows politics can get heated. I think she cares because you're not calling her back.
No, I know, but like, I don't know. I kind of just wanted to wait for like the whole thing to die down, and honestly, like, it was stupid. Like, it's totally my fault.
Okay.
Really?
But from her description, it's all died down. Like, it's dead.
Yeah, and she said she really enjoyed going on a date with you and really wants to go out with you again.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I can't even believe she contacted you about this. Like, it's actually, like, super embarrassing for me.
What is?
Really?
I mean, it sounds like everybody understands that you just got in a fight, if that's what you're worried about.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just, like, I'm stupid, and I put myself in a really, really bad spot.
What'd you do, though? It's from what she tells us, it sounds like you just got in an argument with your buddy.
And you have to explain more than that, because what are we supposed to do? Go back to Lisa and be like, well, it's all his fault, and he made a huge, horrible decision, but we can't tell you what it is.
Okay. Maybe I'll just tell you guys, and, like, you guys can tell her, because I don't think I'm probably going to talk to her after this.
Yeah, that's fine.
But, like, I seriously, like, I shouldn't have even agreed to go out with her in the first place.
Okay.
We've been friends with, like, the same group of friends for a while, and she was like, you want to go get a drink before this thing? And I can't say no, because then things would be, like, really awkward later, that night. And so I said I would, because, like, I didn't want to hurt her feelings and stuff. And so at the bar, when we went out, I was starting to see that, like, oh no, like, she, like, really likes me, and, like, I don't think I can turn back from this. Like, this is like a date.
Oh no.
So we go after to this thing, and, like, I kind of go hang out with, like, my friends, and, like, I could start to tell the way she was, like, talking to her friends and looking over at us that, like, she wanted more to happen. And so I was telling, like, my friends are like, what's going on? Why is she, like, acting all weird with you? And I was like, yeah, I told them, like, we went on this date. And they were like, okay, well, what are you going to do? And I was like, I don't know how to, like, get out of this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And so they kind of gave me this idea. It was so dumb, but at the time, like, we were drinking and, like, we were being dumb. And so they were like, we should just, like, pretend that we, like, got into a fight. Like, pretend we have a fight, and then you could, like, leave and be all mad, and then you don't have to deal with it anymore.
So you staged the whole thing.
Wow, I did not see that coming.
And I'm guessing you're in a tough spot now because you didn't think into the future how that's going to affect you.
No, I didn't think about anything. It was like we were kind of drunk, and, like, I was just thinking, like, in that moment, I was like, okay, how do I get out of here right now without, like, making it about her? And so I was like, well, then she'll just think I'm mad at these dudes. And so, like, he stormed out after me. And then we just, like, I don't know, like, him and I just went down the street and, like, drank, for the rest of the night.
That's fine. You see you two were probably drunk and cheersing like, that was amazing, dude. I can't believe we pulled it off.
I know you guys are laughing, but you are such an a-hole. How is that easier than just being honest with someone and respectful of their feelings, especially if it's somebody who you consider
Well, I
a
think
friend?
Emilio knows that. He's saying that he was drunk and stupid. I think that's why he sounds like he's feeling bad about it. Is that right?
Yeah, no, seriously. Like, and now I don't know what to do. I don't know how I can ever, like, tell her that or talk to her again, even.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing we did it for you because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Lisa,
seriously?
Lisa, are you there?
Are you kidding me?
Lisa's definitely there.
Are you telling me that Rob was in on this whole thing and you guys faking so I don't feel bad? Newsflash, now I feel even worse because now everybody knows and is laughing at me. How is this in any way a better solution, Emilio, than saying, no, Lisa, I don't want to go out with you?
Because everybody was there. I didn't want to, like, make you feel bad in front of everyone. Like, imagine.
So now
like,
I feel bad forever.
I don't know. I mean, I told you it was dumb. It was a stupid thing.
Yeah.
It was a dumb thing
and what's
that
wrong
we
with
all
me?
did.
I'm awesome.
And
Why can't we have a drink and it not be weird?
That's right, Lisa. You tell him how awesome you are.
No, you're just like not my type.
What does that exactly mean, Emilio? Because I've seen the girls that you have gone out with.
Whoa, okay.
We've known each other a year, and I've seen some questionable choices.
Okay, well, fine. You know, if we're just going to, like, be all honest and upfront about it, then I'll just tell you. The deal is you're not my type because I'm into girls who have bigger chests than you do.
Okay.
It's just boobs? Like, literally,
You're a boob
boobs
dude.
are the only reason you're not going out with someone.
I have these. How much boob do you need?
Okay, well, yeah, that's not big enough for me. I like them bigger.
Whoa.
What do you
Well,
like?
enjoy not breathing ever again. My God, Emilio.
See, I told you. That's why I didn't want to tell you, because you wouldn't understand. Like, I have a type of girl that I like, and they're bigger than you.
Oh, my God.
Just keep dating bimbos. Big-ass bimbos. Go enjoy.
Okay, yeah, know what? I will, because they're going to be hotter than you.
Oh, I doubt that. Enjoy your type.
Well, before you guys come to that conclusion, I still have to ask. Emilio, would you like to go on a second date with Lisa? We'll pay for it.
No.
Oh. Lisa, are you interested in a second date with Emilio, or am I picking up the wrong signal?
Oh, yeah, you are.
I honestly don't think I'd be able to fill out his bra, so no.
All right, well,
This
I mean, it's
is
kind
well,
of, at
huh?
least you guys realize you don't want to date each other. Any chance of you guys being friends?
No way.
I mean, I don't see a problem if, like, we're still in the same, like, group of friends. Like, if we were hanging out at the same place, I don't care.
No, I do have a problem because you just staged Ocean's 14 at our Friendsgiving.
All right, well, I'll let you two work out the rest. But, Lisa, thank you for your email. I'm glad you got an answer to your question. And, Emilio, I'll just text in right now, 78592. If you got some triple Zs, Emilio is interested in you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, my God.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, I don't know about them going on a second date, but I would not want to be friends with anybody in that friend group. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Lisa wanted to call her friend Emilio. They actually went out on a date before a Friendsgiving. And then at the Friendsgiving, Emilio got in a huge fight over something and then left and wasn't talking to her. Whoa. And we got him on the phone and we found out that what really happened was he got a little drunk and really wasn't interested in dating her. He didn't know that they were actually going on like a real date beforehand. Mm-hmm. And so he and his friends got together and staged a big argument so he could leave and wouldn't have to like be cornered to try to kiss her or something at the end of the night. And he left and wasn't talking to her, but then he felt bad because he realized he was drunk and made a mistake. And how's he gonna like get back in the friend group after he just staged that whole thing to get away from her?
So elaborate.
He also said that she's not his type because she doesn't have boobs that are big enough, and he likes ridiculously big ones, I guess.
Just even in the recap, they all need new friends.
Yeah, they do.
They did just a big breakup.
Anyway, no,
too much drama.
No second date for them, and we'll see if they can remain friends. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, just email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5